on as a new agent. This is the last piece of the puzzle. Because there's so much to learn, it's easy to just sit there going, fuck me, there's just too much. This is just too complicated, too overwhelming, and it can be. So you want to divide your time between learning, practicing, and doing. Those are the three elements.
Okay.
One is pure learning. That's the absorbing information. Like right now you're learning. Watching my videos is learning. Reading the books, that's learning. Going on forums, going on YouTube, going to seminars, that's all important. What you want to learn first is this part right here. You need to master this. So all your learning needs to be about how to get leads.
Okay.
So you studying the Expired Plus is exactly what you need to be learning. You learning how to fill out contracts, plenty of time for that. Because if you don't have leads, if you don't have appointments with those leads,
you cannot fill them out.
Contracts, if you don't have anybody to fill the contract for, then what's the point?
Correct.
Master this first. How to get good leads. Master this. This is your area of focus.
Okay.
So you're going to divide it into studying, practicing, and doing. All three will serve you to get better. So what are the areas you need to focus on? One, communication. How you communicate with people. You create first impression in seconds.
Yes.
People who walk to your open house within 4 seconds decide whether they like you, trust you, and respect you. Happens super fast. And it has nothing to do with your looks or personality. We're wired this way. This is neurobiology. That's how human beings interact. Very quick. Mastering the art of breaking the barrier, making people feel comfortable, asking the right questions, making them feel at ease, very important. Because it will serve you well with all these.
Okay.
And then any other leads you're going to generate. So work on your communication. One thing I did, I had role played the shit out of it. I would just role play every single day. Cup of coffee, my buddy Tony and I, and just boom, boom, like ping pong, you know, just back and forth. So I know how to set appointments, how to ask questions, how to handle objections, all of that. Just role play.
Okay.
So get a partner. That's one. Market is number two. You must be your market expert. Every area that you work, you need to know inside out. You totally need to know what's selling, what's for sale, what's sold recently, how much, why, what impacts the price, what makes certain neighborhood more desirable than others, why is that school district better than that school district, what are the potential problems that come up with appraisals on these properties. You need to know your market inside out. Because this, good communication and knowing your market will elevate your confidence. Which is important.
Yeah. Okay. About the market expert, where do we get a lot of that information? Because
very good question.
I've been living around my area for 25 years. I know my area. I know the school that is coming. I know my what is around all my area. But how can I get to all the other information?
Good question. One, you go preview properties all the time. It's part of your daily routine. If a new listing comes on the market, you go preview it. Something that's pending, you go take a look at it. If there's an open house, you go see it. So this way,
what are we looking at all this when we go preview the? We just know what is been sold. What are the how many bedrooms they have? That's what we go in preview. Okay, thank you.
You look for everything that impacts the value of the house. Because the level of your expertise needs to be so good. And it's just a matter of weeks, maybe a couple of months to really know the market well if you do this diligently, which I know you will.
Okay.
You walk into a house, and if the seller asks you, well, what do you think our house is going to sell for? You can look at it, evaluate the condition, the appeal, and all that, and you say, well, between $475,000 and $480,000. And you can do it with utmost competence and confidence.
Okay.
Because you see other properties, you can compare. This market is not that complicated. It's a matter of comparison. Apples with apples.
Okay.
You need to know, especially...
That is a great information.
It's helpful.
Yes.
What you need to know, for example, in your area, it's just like in Southern California, if a house has a pool, does that increase the value? And if so, how much?
Yes.
The funny thing in my marketplace was there were areas where pool was considered a hindrance, not a benefit, because it attracted a lot of blue-collar people, lower income people, and they considered it an expense.
Okay.
Like it's too expensive to keep it clean, keep it heated, and it was a burden. And we had a harder time selling homes even though they had a pool. So you need to know these things.
Okay.
There are several resources you can study. Realtor.com National Association has resources and information on home values, market. You need to stay on top of that. Talk to your lender. You will learn a lot about financing. That's important as well, especially if you
I'm meeting with my lenders. I'm learning to build my lenders over there. I have 3 different lenders that I'm meeting with them.
Good, good. Absorb as much information as you can. And then our resources, one, and I don't get paid by them, I just like them, is called Keeping Current Matters. Keeping Current Matters. And you can use those resources for a follow-up as well, because they will print you these newsletters, videos, all kinds of things. It's a subscription. It's like, I don't know, $20, something like that. Check it out. And they also have like national trends, market trends, and all that. So stay on top of it. Also study your MLS, study the hot sheets that come out every day.
Okay.
So that you know what's going on. Okay. Very important. The last one is your time. Because you don't have a boss, you are your boss.
Yes.
Master your time. Get really good about time blocking. What are your priorities? Well, the priorities are right here. You got to work on your communication, role play, study the market, work on your confidence, preview stuff, block your time, and then focus on lead generation. Work on your funnels. Those are our priorities.
Okay.
Now, here is the trap. Many new agents measure their progress by the number of dollars they earn. Because you're just starting out, you're launching a new business. It's going to take a little bit of time before the dollars start showing up. And those dollars are related to the level of your competence. How competent are you as an agent? And you will be compared to other agents. And the seller will interview 1, 2, or 3 agents. Whoever they like, trust, and respect the most, whoever they believe is their best choice, is the one they're going to go with. They're going to evaluate how competent are you. Are you worth the $5, $6, $7, $8, $10,000 commission? Some of it will just come from experience. So don't let the dollars directly influence your progress. At first, you got to get good first. You got to get good enough where somebody says, you know what? Yes, we want to hire you. And the way you get good is you work on your communication, know the market well, work on your confidence, and work these lead generation. And they'll say, Myra, yes, we want to hire you. Because I had sellers who would trade an unexperienced agent with passion and take that guy over somebody who's been at it for 10 years, but maybe more aloof or too salesy. So years in the business, yes, occasionally you will get somebody who says, no, we want an experienced agent. Nothing you can do about that.
Exactly, yes.
But there'll be some who will like that you're passionate, that you're new at it, and you're optimistic, enthusiastic. Those are qualities that many people will appreciate. So don't let that be the deterrent. Occasionally will be. But there will also be sellers who says, I want dude, I want a woman, I want this, I want that. They have different preferences. Sometimes you can handle it, sometimes you can approach it and address it, and sometimes you can't. But if you generate enough leads, you will find plenty of people who will say, yes, Myra, we want to work with you. We like you. We trust you. We respect you as an authority, as a good agent.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah. That is a lot of great information.
Good. Other people figured it out and learned and succeeded, and which I'm sure there are in your area, other agents. If this guy from Czechoslovakia figured it out, no reason why you couldn't.
Well, and I'm trying to focus on the Spanish community, not discriminating anybody, because I know that will be something, a plus that I can bring to them. Especially, I speak fluent Spanish. I mean, I would like to focus in that community as well.
Está bien.
Yeah, you see, now tú hablas español también.
Poquito. Poquito. Mi nombre Borino el Rico Suave. All right. All right, Myra, time well spent, right?
Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.